All of 2011, I have been creating my own midlife crisis, and I would like to share with you a few of the things I learned to help you get through yours. Our hormones, as we approach menopause, are going crazy at this time of our lives. And I, for one, spent way too much time having hot flashes and sleepless nights and feeling anxious and just down. So if you are feeling that way, I really advise you to get yourself checked out because there are things you can do about it. I've been taking hormone replacement therapy and I just feel great. But if you don't want to go that route, there are a lot of natural and homeopathic methods that you can use to make yourself feel better. More doctors and researchers are beginning to realize that this stage of life is really a natural transition into a new stage of adulthood. So you can really look at a midlife crisis as being developmental, kind of like going through puberty. Even though some of these changes can feel uncomfortable, it can also be a time of really exciting growth and change. This is a great time of life. I have found that my 40s have been a surprisingly fulfilling time of life. And once we begin to feel a little older, we might have this tendency to romanticize our youth or our younger years, but I've kept a journal, this is just one of them, since I was 15 years old, and I can tell you, because I have recently read through them all, that my 20s and my 30s were really tough times too. We are experiencing a great time of life right now. We have confidence, we know ourselves. Most of us look better now than we did back then. So let's appreciate what we have. But that's not to say that we don't want to make changes. Once you begin to feel a little older, all of a sudden it feels like the time for making those changes is running out. So I spent a lot of time this year looking at creating vision boards and meditating and doing personality tests. But when I went back and looked at these journals, the information was really all here. I had really always known what I wanted to do and what made me happy and what made me my best self. My advice to you is just think really hard and think back to the things that used to excite you and turn you on, and they're probably still the same. We need to feel sexy and vital and juicy and hot now and going forward. So just because we're getting older, we shouldn't let that part of ourselves go. So I say do what it takes for you to keep the fires burning, whether that's getting a new haircut or buying some new lingerie or going away with your husband for a weekend in Vegas or just reading a romantic novel. Just keep it going. Here's to a happy 2012 and a happy midlife crisis. Check out my blog for more on life after 40.